When we want to acquire a complex, specialized skill, we follow a standard protocol. We seek out a dedicated expert. To learn chemistry, we hire a chemistry teacher. To master a foreign language like Arabic or Japanese, we find a fluent instructor. We apply this same logic outside the classroom. We don't hand a teenager the keys to a car and hope for the best. We hire a driving instructor. To excel in sports, we bring in a coach. The path to mastery relies on two specific components: a planned curriculum and an experienced guide. Parents invest heavily in this formula, spending time and money to find the best possible teachers, because they understand it is the most reliable way to guarantee a child's success in measurable skills. However, this logic often stops when it comes to the most difficult skills a human being needs: emotional resilience, leadership, and moral character. There is a common assumption that children will simply figure out these complex emotional traits on their own, without a structured guide or a specific plan. Look at typical parental investment. Massive spending goes to smartphones and academic tutoring, while investment in mental cultivation is nearly invisible. This imbalance creates vulnerability. Students might solve complex physics equations but struggle with anger, or possess advanced degrees but lack clear purpose. By focusing primarily on the intake of information, we risk raising children who are technically proficient but lack the internal tools to navigate the pressures of adult life. We often treat traits like emotional intelligence and self-discipline as innate qualities, things you are either born with or you aren't. Psychological research shows these are actually learned behaviors. They require the same deliberate practice and instruction as any academic subject. This is the role of a mentor and a counselor. They serve as the educators for these specific life skills, providing a structure for internal growth. While a traditional teacher fills the brain with data, a mentor trains the mind to process emotions and establish values through a continuous feedback loop. Just as a student cannot master a science without a syllabus, a child requires a structured framework to build a resilient and balanced mind. Human development functions as a multidimensional matrix rather than a single academic ladder. This foundation relies on 7 pillars: religion, work, service, academic, career, mental health, and science. Traditional schools focus only on academics and science, leaving the rest unsupported. Mentoring reinforces these remaining pillars, creating a balanced, stable mind. When these pillars are developed in harmony, a child gains the necessary stability to handle the complexities of their future career and personal life. The SQSF Counseling Center and Smart Library provides a direct response to this developmental gap. They provide 2 specific tools: a planned, knowledge-based smart library and direct guidance from subject matter mentors and counselors. Their structure includes continuous counseling for the entire family, ensuring that parents and children are working toward the same developmental goals. This represents their core philosophy. A child should have access to knowledge in one hand and the guidance of an experienced mentor in the other. SQSF creates a repeatable framework for emotional and character growth, moving it away from a process of chance and into a structured system. Preparing the next generation for success requires us to look beyond academic metrics and test scores. The goal is to develop individuals who are academically sharp, but also mentally resilient and morally grounded. Evaluate your current parenting strategy. Consider if your investments are providing the internal tools your child will need to navigate life's challenges. A good family provides a quality school, but a great family ensures the presence of a mentor and a counselor to guide a child's character. The systematic development of a capable, well-rounded human being is the highest priority of a complete education.